What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet, and I am black up in your face again with some more pro-black commentary. So YouTube is at it again, folks. They have taken down Your World's YouTube channel, and for those who don't know, that is the YouTube channel of Mr. Superboy or Harvey. And I logged on to Facebook the other morning and I got a personal message from Harvey where he said that YouTube took his channel down basically overnight while he was asleep. And YouTube is known to do that, by the way. Me personally, I keep such odd hours to sometimes I'm up in the middle of the night or whatever. It's hard for them to get past me on that one, but I know it happens. Like when you least suspect it, that's when they do their little black op and come in there and take your channel down. And I'm trying to figure out why they would even do that because Your World was a pretty clean channel. Like, he never said anything that was untowards. He never really even used as much profanity as he used to. He was always very careful in what he said on that channel. And the channel was pretty basically just him giving his opinion. There was no copyright issues where he was using people's video or audio or something like that. It was just him talking. And he didn't rarely even showed his face on that channel. And they just took the whole channel down. I don't know if he got a warning or any like community strikes or whatever. But YouTube just, they might just be on one of their kicks where they do like a clean sweep, especially a black YouTube. I know this usually happens around the summertime, like midsummer. That's when they start taking a lot of black people's channels down, right? And, it's also the summer before a major election. So that too might be a reason because they might be trying to get rid of YouTubers who don't go for either liberal Democrats or conservative Republicans. YouTubers who are more concerned for black people and black people only. YouTube will make the effort to just take those channels down. So once again, I don't know exactly what the reason was for them to take his entire channel down, but I know this for a fact that YouTube has actual people. It's not a robot, it's not AI, it's not an algorithm. There are actually people who monitor different YouTube channels. And they just will wait until you make a mistake or they get around to it because I know they have there's so much content on YouTube, it's hard to just focus on one person. But when they get back around to it, they'll find you and just take your whole channel down, right? If they don't like your opinion. That's basically what it is because it has nothing to because they don't follow any of the rules that they've set up. Is solely based on one person's arbitrary opinion of what they think of you and what you say. It has nothing to do with your breaking their rules or doing hate speech or harassment or whatever. It's all based on what that solitary person thinks of what you're saying. So if that person doesn't like what you're saying, then they'll take your channel down. And there's no recourse. There's no way for you to get in contact with them. Even popular YouTubers who do have a direct line to these people, even they have trouble getting their channels back. Okay, even they've complained about how YouTube does things because it's very quick and there's hardly any explanation or reasoning why. They don't feel like they even have to give you a reason why they took your channel down. They can just take it down whenever they feel like it. So they've done it to Mr. Superboy. So for all you other YouTubers who are similar, be on the lookout this summer. You might be next. Might be me, right? Might be the Radical Home Sister or the 1LVZ or Lashid for You or Turian Rain. Don't be surprised if any of us disappear this summer. If Nicole View's channel disappears again, right? It could happen. So be on the lookout. I believe Harvey does have I think it's a Rumble page. That's what someone was telling me. And he also has he's going to have a Patreon if he doesn't have it already to put his content up. So If you're going to follow him on that. If you can find it. If I can find it, I'll post a link in my community tabs and I'll look for it myself. Okay. But also, let me just say this, because from the perspective of someone who actually does create content, let me just say this. It's tough for us sometimes dealing with YouTube. And a lot of people will always say, well, hey, why don't you just go create your own thing? Or why don't you just go to your own website, or go to a place that's produced by or created by black people? That's easy to say, but a lot of people, the audience won't follow us there. That's the problem. Like, a lot of us will create alternatives to YouTube or go to an alternative website, but our audience won't follow us there. Our audience will stay on YouTube. So the same people saying, hey, go somewhere else, they're on YouTube and they'll just stay there. They won't go subscribe to a Patreon. They won't go to our website, right? So it's hard to make that claim that we should go somewhere else and be more independent when you won't even show up for the independent stuff, right? Like, I have a Patreon, and thank you to all my Patreons out there. They know that I have been releasing consistent new videos on there every week, right? But a lot of people don't follow me on Patreon. Either they can't afford it, or they just don't have the extra money, which I'm not mad at you for that. That's life, okay? But I'm just letting you know that I do have that. So if something ever happens to my channel, you can follow me somewhere else, right? And the link is already always there for you to follow me on the Patreon. So, when a major YouTuber that you like and you follow, when they disappear, you know what happens to them. Because I won't say it bothers me, but it does irk me sometimes when your channel is taken down by something that you have no control over, and then all these black people, like, they'll try to contact you somewhere else and say, hey, what happened to your channel? It's like, what do you think happened? YouTube took it down. I don't have control of that, right? And I can't contact you and let you know what happened because my channel is gone, right? So, like, because people try to come find you somewhere else, and then they'll ask you questions when you're posting, like, your kids' pictures or something like that. Like, hey, what happened to your YouTube channel? It's like, this is not the time or the place to ask me that. Like, follow me on the proper channels and you'll find out what happened, right? So just letting you know that I feel bad for Mr. Superboy, because I know he had a lot of content on there, and he did, like I said, been doing a good job. It was a clean channel to me. I consistently watched his content on there, and I didn't see anything untoward or anything that could get you banned. But once again, it doesn't matter because YouTube changes the rules, right? It can change the rules just at a drop of a dime. And the thing that you say one day, that's fine. The next day, it's in a violation. So they make up the rules as they see fit. And once again, I told you, the people that monitor your channel, if they have a problem with what you say or your personality, or they just don't like you, they'll take your channel down. And there's nothing you can do about it. It has nothing to do with you breaking the YouTube rules, because they can just fit that into whatever rule they want to, whatever they feel like it. All right? That's just the way it works. So, I mean, you folks can let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. And once again, for you other YouTubers out there, you might want to keep an eye out this summer. It could happen to you too. If they can get him, they can get us. And I know for some of you, it's already happened to you. But, just keep your eyes out for how these demons operate. Anyway, this is Mad Black, and I will be back, at least I hope so, with my foot on the devil's back.